Today I'm going to jump in and try and get the screen fixed on the screen door. So they left us a duct tape fix here, and I'm going to actually take the screen out, probably replace it with what they, I think they call it like a pet screen or something like that. That's supposed to be a little more resilient. And we'll see what all we get into as I do this. All right, so tools to do this job. You do need a utility knife with a sharp blade, screen spline, and they do make different diameters of this. If you're not sure which one, get a smaller one, get a bigger one, and then whatever will fit in there and hold the screen tightly. I was kind of borderline on this one, and when time may tell, it may end up being that this spline was a little too loose, but that gap seemed a little narrow to me, so I went with the smaller spline. And then one of these screen spline tools, and this is certainly a tool where you can spend a lot or a little bit. I think this is the $1 or $2 tool here, so and if you're using it every day, maybe get the nicer tool, but for something like this where you just have to fix a screen, that's it. And then obviously whatever screen, fiberglass tends to be the most resilient type of screen. They sell aluminum too, so
we have pets. Yeah, we have pets, so we tend to go with a little bit thicker material, just so it'll hold up to the pets a little bit better. So
there you go. To my surprise, these weren't square drive screws. Just about every screw on the camper is a number 2 square drive, but not these.
So, Will, what have you learned over the years as far as when you're taking things apart? What's the most important thing?
I don't know, maybe don't break it and don't lose any screws.
There you go.
I don't know, sometimes if you really want to replace something, you try to break it. Nice and slow going here.
Sometimes ripping the Band-Aid off quickly is not always the best option.
Yeah, I tried that. Yeah.
So what is that separate there you're pulling out called, Will?
It's called spline.
So what's the, I guess, premise behind it? The spline holds the screen into the crevice?
Yeah, it just presses in there and holds the screen in the groove here. And this is kind of weird spline too. I'm used to having more of a round, but I don't know, looks like this might have been taken out and put back in. Finally got the screen today. I got the extra strength screen because it costs more, and it might be better. We'll see. And apparently, at least on our camper door, the 0.125 inch, I believe that might be somewhere in the department of 1/8 of an inch if you convert it to a fraction. But apparently that's going to work out pretty well. Like it fit in the gap down here really well just a moment ago when I checked it out. So with some screen in there, that'll be a good tight fit. I want to get over on the other side. Hope that's going to go in there. Oh yeah, there it is. This important thing on the first one is to just get it in there straight. The other ones, the job is to get it tight. So he did all that work, and now all I have to do is mess up one little bit, it'll mess the whole thing up.
No pressure.
Do have a nice sharp blade on the utility knife, so that's usually helpful. Alright, so this has a little groove in there that the edge of this door has to catch into, and I almost put it back on there without catching that groove. That would have been bad. This may be tricky. We'll see. If I can get them all together at once. Oh, I haven't got the bottom one. You grab the bottom one there. There we go.
So there's a close-up of what he was talking about with the groove. It had to fit inside of that. So what's the most important thing when you're working with multiple screws like that? Always get, I guess, one in there first to hold it.
Yeah, you don't want to tighten anything down real hard until you're sure that all the screw holes are going to line up. Just be gentle.
Go ahead.
This impact driver has a setting where you can turn it way down. I wouldn't do this with one that didn't have that setting.
Not sponsored, by the way, unless, you know, you want to let us talk about your products. We'd be more than happy, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I have pretty much nothing but good things to say about this impact driver. I don't know how it works so long without one, to be quite honest. Still hard to beat hand torquing things with a screwdriver, especially when you're working with aluminum like this, where it'd be real easy to strip something out. But there it is. And it's
much better than the previous white duct tape hideousness.
Yep, that's definitely an improvement. Hopefully it lasts this summer.